Hey family, today we're diving into the importance of setting boundaries with loved ones. It's one thing to set boundaries with strangers and new people, but with family, it's often the most challenging line to draw in the concrete. Why is that? Well, very simply put, because you and them are unfamiliar with the new you. They know the old you, the one that may have let these things slide, but now you are committed to growth, and that means boundaries. Setting boundaries with your family takes personal commitment, crucial conversations, and sometimes the power of silence, both as a time for reflection and a gentle consequence to those who cross the line. It's not just about shutting people up. It's about creating a space where love and respect can thrive. Think about it. Even Jesus, the most beloved of all, had to take his time to recharge away into the mountains. Luke 5 reminds us that Jesus often had to get away from people in order to deal with people in prayer with God. So what do you think you can do all the time that Jesus cannot? Certainly not deal with people. If he could understand boundaries, shouldn't we? Point number 2. Consistency is the key to boundaries. You've got to be committed. If you say something, you got to mean it. If you set a limit, that's got to be it. Think about your boundaries as drawing a line in the concrete. They can be blown over with a little dust and some sand, but they will never be erased. Be clear and reliable in what you say. Remember, Matthew 5, let your yes be yes and your no be no. Your word must be your bond in order for those to respect it, to maintain the level of respect for your word and for you. When you're consistent, others know exactly where to stand. Others know exactly how to navigate around you, what lines to not cross, and how to keep things safe and loving without having to constantly reinforce your boundaries, talking too much. This kind of consistency isn't just a show of strength or fortitude. It's a demonstration of your commitment to your own well-being and the health of your relationships. Point 3. Remember, solitude isn't just about stepping back from others. It's about stepping into yourself. It's a necessary pause, not just for the ones who've crossed your boundaries, but for you in self-reflection and knowing that you may have crossed your own boundaries. Step back and remember who you are. Step back and know where your standards lie, where your boundaries exist. When someone crosses that line, it's okay to remove yourself from the situation. This isn't about retreating in defeat, but about reclaiming your space in peace. Absence can be a powerful teacher. Sometimes the most impactful way to teach respect is to remove the opportunity for disrespect. Just like Jesus left his disciples to the storm knowing they had enough faith to calm it. Your absence can help others realize the impact of their actions and how to best correct course in their offense. Use the solitude wisely for growth, for you and those around you. Point 4. When it comes to boundaries, love and respect must always be at the forefront. Remember, Jesus emphasized the importance of prioritizing love and respect in all relationships. He taught us, do to others as you would have them do to you. This isn't just a golden rule about how to treat others. It's a principle for setting boundaries as well. Treat your family with the respect you wish to receive and expect the same respect in return. Boundaries aren't walls meant to keep people out. They're bridges that allow for healthier and more respectful relationships. When you approach boundaries from a place of love, you're not just protecting yourself. You're embracing your relationships by knowing everyone understands and everyone knows where we stand. This creates an environment where love can flourish without any of it being taken for granted. Point number 5. I want you to remember boundaries aren't about being harsh or judgmental. They're about guarding your heart. Proverbs 4 tells us above all else, Guard your heart, for everything you do flows from it. When you set boundaries, you're not just protecting yourself from harm. You're ensuring that love flows unrestricted from you with peace and positivity. Boundaries allow you to keep your heart open while still being protected. They help you give your best self to those who are deserving of it and prevent the negativity from those who are not deserving of it. It's you being selective about the energy you receive and you give. You controlling what you can't control, letting go of the things you cannot. So in solitude, commit to your personal standard and boundaries. In public, articulate them to those who need to hear it. My name is Ezra Masters, and I love you. I want you to win. Have those crucial conversations to communicate your new way. Expect new accountability partnerships. Be consistent in the newer, healthier you, and go win.